Edward here from earviewer.com. I have the next video in this progression of videos in this direction that I'm moving with my remote viewing work. Again, I'm focusing on the stimulus. I'm focusing on when it moves above the threshold of awareness. I'm focusing on the signal to noise ratio and these most important factors in regards to remote viewing, or this thing that we call remote viewing. We just call it remote viewing. What it is our human ability to perceive things that are outside of our five senses. It's beyond our range of sight. It's even beyond time and space. And we have the ability to perceive these things. That's what we're doing here. We just call it remote viewing. In these videos, this progression that I'm in the work that I'm doing is that I'm focusing on the stimulus. I'm focusing on when the signal, this quote-unquote signal, first is received, quote-unquote, and then comes above the threshold of awareness. That is the area that I'm most focused on. And then when it dips back down below the threshold of awareness and it comes back up and starts moving in this kind of wave type pattern. And I want to know where it comes from. I want to know why it dips down. I want to look at these issues that we have in this human perception. We call it the quote-unquote signal to noise factor. And like Tom McNear mentioned in Daz Smith's book, the future of remote viewing, what do we need to be focusing on? We need to be focusing on the signal to noise. I totally, completely agree with him. Showing examples of remote viewing is fine, either on video or on paper, and doing all of these things is great. People get to see it, and all that kind of stuff is wonderful. But we need to go deeper into the process of remote viewing. We need to understand, where does the signal come from? Are we getting an impulse or a signal from ourselves in the future? Is that what's happening? Is our attention connected to, and our consciousness connected in a quantum way to all these information, and we're just sending out, this is what we want, and little packets of photons enter into our brain with information that stimulate our brain? Is that what's happening? I don't know. There are theories out there, and I'm not satisfied with them. I want to know deeper and understand this issue so that we can go further and progress further along in our human perceptual abilities. That's the primary focus of my remote viewing work. And these videos are showing examples of that. In this session, you see, again, the stimulus comes through. My initial contact was on target. I felt it when it happened. I could tell. It dipped back down below the threshold of awareness, and now I'm filling in the blanks. What I mean by that is the perception came through, and then I lost the perception or went down below the threshold of my awareness, and now I'm in a state of semi-confusion. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks by basically I'm making things up. And you can see it on video, and then the signal comes back up, and you can see it on video when I'm back on target. These things, these factors, I believe, are the most important aspect of what we're doing with remote viewing. If we're going to push this thing forward, if we're going to progress forward, we need to understand these things. I know there are many people out there, and I get emails all the time from them. They send me comments. They're trying to learn remote viewing. They're trying to figure out stage one. They're hoping that maybe something is happening. They get some training. They're trying to do some remote viewing, and they're guessing for the majority of the time. They're hoping and they're praying that at the end of this session, they're going to look at the feedback photo, and hopefully something on there is recognizable, and it's not just a total waste of their time. And then they got to deal with the emotional ramifications of the failure and all that kind of stuff. I understand how people feel. Again, they send me emails all the time about it. I understand how they feel. We need to move forward. We need to move this process forward. We need to understand this signal to noise factor. We need to understand where this signal, where this stimulus is coming from, and recognize it from the noise. I believe that remote viewing is a different kind of thought than our regular everyday. The filling in the blanks overlay is our everyday thought. Remote viewing is a different type of thought. And we need to understand the difference between the two so that we can go in further into the perceptions and into our ability to do this. So I hope you enjoy this video and many more to come. 1330. Hard, moist, cross, energetic. 1330. Cross, sloping up, hard, smooth, whites, brown, green, yellow, again smooth, tubular, inside, narrow, brown, glassy, silver, moving, the idea of window, screening, screening, filtering, and brown, brown, and AOL of tanning salon, tanning salon, curved, angular, gapped, gapped, net, AOL, this tanning salon again. AOL, the tanning salon. Looping, climbing, greasy, filmy, dense, smooth, yellow, brown, big, open, closed, moving, voices, people, people. One, 330. Smooth gripping, holding on to, like holding on to the side of something. Holding on to the side. People. AI here is worry. Makes me feel worried, concerned. Safety. Hold on. Green. Hold on. Gripping, holding on. Gripping, holding on. Holding on to something. Pulling. Gripping, pulling.